Hello and welcome to one and all. In this class, we will check out the next short answer question, characteristics of wants. So SAQ 6, analyze the characteristics of wants. Okay, so this is also one of the important 5 marks questions. Okay, just give a brief explanation of the characteristics of human wants. Okay, so now it is said that human wants are the starting point of all economic activities. Okay. Now what is an economic activity? You can say the earning and spending income. That is an economic activity. Now why a human wants to earn and spend income in order to consume? So if a person wants to consume so many goods and services. So in order to do that, the person has to earn an income and spend that income. So that activity is known as consumption. So because of that consumption, somebody has to produce those goods and services, isn't it? So because of that consumption activity, production activity is taking place, and because of that production, exchange between the consumer and producer is happening, and finally the distribution, that is the sharing of rewards among all the 4 factors of production. So all these are happening, all these activities are happening because the human beings, they want to consume something. So that's why it is said that human wants are the starting point of all economic activities. If the consumer doesn't want to consume anything, then there will not be any consumption, there will not be any production, and there will not be any exchange or distribution. There will not be any economic activity. So because a human being wants to consume something, all these activities are taking place. Okay, now the next, human wants. In economics, we refer the want as an effective desire. So that means what? The only those wants which are becoming effective, only those wants are relevant in economics. See, we want so many things. Certain wants can be satisfied, certain wants cannot be satisfied. Why certain wants cannot be satisfied? We all know that our means are limited, our income is limited. So with our limited money income, only certain things we will be able to satisfy ourselves, isn't it? Only certain desires, only certain wants can be fulfilled. Only those wants with those desires, they become effective. How it becomes effective? One thing, you should have the money income to purchase the commodity, that is ability to pay the price. Okay, that is money income. And at the same time, you should be willing to pay that much money, that much price for that commodity or service and consume it. Only those wants, those desires, they become effective. That is the desire which is backed by ability to pay the price and willingness to pay the price. In economics, only those desires are called human wants, only those human wants are relevant in economics. Okay, all those wants, we have unlimited wants. All those wants which cannot be fulfilled, they are all not relevant in economics. Okay, so in other words, in economics, only the wants become effective desire. The wants refer to effective desire, that is any want or desire that can be fulfilled. Okay, only those wants are relevant in economics. Now, what are all the various characteristics of human wants? The human wants have certain peculiar characteristics. So let us check on one by one. So the first and foremost characteristic of human want is unlimited. We all know that our wants are unlimited. That means what? If you are satisfied with one want, another want immediately arises. Okay, the cycle keeps on rotating. Okay, that is one of the basic nature of human wants. Okay, now the next one is the satiable. Satiable in the sense, a particular want is satiable. Now what is the meaning of satiable? Satiable means can be completely satisfied, meaning even though our wants are unlimited, a particular want can be completely satisfied at that particular point of time. Say for example, if you are thirsty, by having a glass of water, our thirst is satiated. Maybe we want to purchase a car, we want to purchase a TV, we want to purchase a mobile phone, so many things we want to purchase. So at that time when we purchase that car, we are satiated, we are satisfied after purchasing one car. We are not going to keep on purchasing cars at a particular point of time, isn't it? So at a particular point of time, if we want to purchase a car, if we purchase that car, our want of purchasing a car is satiated. Our want of purchasing a TV is satiated after we purchase one TV. Our want of purchasing a mobile phone is satiated after we purchase a mobile phone at that particular point of time. So that means what? At that particular point of time, a particular want can be completely satisfied. Okay. Then the third one is the competition, meaning wants. Since we have so many wants, the wants themselves compete within themselves. That means what? Which want to be satisfied first or no, and which want to be satisfied later. Whether I have to purchase, whether I will go for purchasing a car, or whether I will purchase a TV, or I have to purchase the medicines, or I have to pay the tuition fees for my college. So many things are there. Our money income is limited, so all these things have to be fulfilled. So we have to, all these wants, they compete with each other. Maybe we will choose medicine because that is very immediate use for us, urgent need for us. So what we have to do, we are arranging in the order of priorities. Okay, so the first and foremost want to be fulfilled, that is medicines. The second one is college fees. The third one is maybe car or TV. So we will arrange in the order of priorities, so depending upon the urgency. So that is what is known as the scale of preferences. So now what is happening, all these ones, want to purchase a car, want to purchase a TV, have to purchase the medicines, have to pay the tuition fees to the college. All these wants are competing with themselves, which has to be satisfied first and which has to be postponed. Okay, so that is competition. Now the next one is the complementary. So complementary means what? In order to satisfy one particular want, we might need 2 or 3 more commodities. Okay, so that's what the example. If we have to write, so writing requires, we need a notebook, we need a pen or pencil. If we have to take coffee or tea, then we need coffee powder or tea powder, we need sugar, we need milk, isn't it? So in order, our desire of having a coffee requires the assistance, requires the inclusion of the consumption of all the other commodities like sugar, milk, everything, isn't it? So that is what is known as complementary. A particular, in order to satisfy one particular want, we need the help of assistance of so many other commodities. Okay, and then substitution. Fifth one, substitution, meaning our wants can be substituted. Suppose if we are hungry, either we can take food or snacks. In either way, we can satisfy our hunger. And if we have to travel, either we can travel by train or by bus or by car or by cycle, or maybe if it is a short distance, we might even walk, isn't it? So there are so many modes of traveling. So that can be substituted. Okay, then sixth one, recurring. Some of the types of want, they keep on recurring at that particular point of time. They may be, they would be satiated, we might be satiated, we might be satisfied, but they keep on happening again and again. For example, the best example is food or thirst. So if a food, we need breakfast, we need lunch, we need dinner, isn't it? Just by having breakfast at that particular point of time, morning 8 o'clock we are having the breakfast. Okay, our hunger is satiated, but won't it happen again? Won't we feel hungry again? Won't we feel thirsty again? Isn't it? So again we want lunch, and again we want dinner. And going to college, for that, in order to go to college, we need a cycle, isn't it? So every day we need that cycle, isn't it? So some of the wants, they keep on recurring again and again. Okay, now the seventh one is habits. So some of the ones, people will become habituated or they become addicted to that particular want. Best example is smoking. People, those who smoke, they are habituated and they are addicted to that. And similarly, if you are used to having a cup of coffee or tea in morning 7 o'clock, every day you want that, you will become addicted, you want to have that cup of coffee or tea. So some of the wants, they turn into habits. Okay, and some of the wants, they change with time, place and person. See, wants, one of the peculiar nature of human wants is they are not static. They are dynamic. Means what? They keep on changing. So they keep on changing from place to place. They keep on changing from time to time. They keep on changing from person to person. So they keep on changing from person to person, and for the same person it might change from time to time, or it might change from place to place. So in general, by nature bonds are dynamic. Okay, so for example, when you take time for the same person, in summer most of the people, we all require cool drinks. We all prefer to have cool drinks or ice creams. But in winter, then we prefer to have hot beverages. And when you take place in the warm places, people prefer to have cotton clothes. But in cold places, cold climate, cold places and all, people prefer to have woolen clothes. And when you take a teacher, suppose if the teacher is, if I am taking the class in the proper classroom offline mode, then what all I need a board to write, I need a chalk piece, I need a duster. But now I'm taking online, instead of board or chalk piece or a duster, maybe I need for me the requirement is now my iPad, my this device, isn't it? So because I'm taking offline, online, I need a this device. But if I'm taking offline, instead of this iPad, I might be needing a classroom, I might be needing a board, I might need a chalk piece, I might need a duster to teach this same topic. So according to place, the requirements, the wants change. And it also changes from person to person, because the taste and preferences of everybody is not the same. The taste and preferences of the people differ from one individual to another individual. So some people they prefer sweets, some people they prefer savories. So even for the college students, some people prefer to take MPC, some students they prefer by PC, some students they prefer MEC, some students they prefer CEC, and so on. See, everybody is not taking MEC or CEC. There are students who are taking MPC and by PC, isn't it? So the bonds change from one person to another person. And these are all the characteristics of human bonds. And based on their intensity, then it can also be divided into three categories: necessaries, comforts, and luxuries. So necessaries, we know the basic necessity for survival. Let us take the example of food. That is a necessity. Okay. And comfort. So comfort is what? For example, if you are having a chair or a table, then that becomes a comfort. See, for example, you take a student. If the student comes to the college before having a breakfast, that breakfast is a necessary for that student. And once he or she comes to the college, listening to the class by sitting on a chair, or then having a table, then in a proper classroom, that is a comfort. And then if the same student is having an AC classroom, then it is a luxury. Okay, nowadays you can't say AC is a luxury. Nowadays AC has become more of a, what you say, comfort. But this is the way. In olden days, AC is considered as a luxury. Now at the same time, you have a diamonds or costly cars. You can come in a cycle also, you can walk also. But if the student is coming in a costly car, then that is a luxury. Okay, so that's why it might change according to the person also. A doctor, a car, going to the hospital in a car is a necessity. For a teacher, coming to the college in a car may be a comfort. But for a student, coming to the college in a car may be a luxury. Okay, so this is the way the bonds are categorized based on their intensity. So this is the answer, the characteristics of human bonds. Now we will go to the main answer. So this is the answer. Okay. So SAQ 6, analyze the characteristics of bonds. And so human bonds are the starting point of all economic activities. A desire becomes a bond when it is backed by the ability and willingness to pay the price by a consumer. That is effective desire. Human bonds have several characteristics, such as the first one, unlimited bonds. Human bonds are unlimited. If one want is satisfied, another want arises. Second one, a particular want is satiable. Even though wants are unlimited, a particular want can be completely satisfied at a particular point of time. Example, a glass of water when thirsty. Third one, competition. Since the means to satisfy these unlimited wants are limited, a consumer has to arrange his or her wants according to their priorities, that is scale of preference. See, if our money income is also unlimited, we need not have to arrange anything. We can purchase whatever we want. But unfortunately, our money income is limited. That's why certain wants we can choose according to the priorities and fulfill immediately. Certain wants may be postponed. Maybe certain wants we might not be able to fulfill at all because our money income is limited. Then fourth one, complementary. Sometimes satisfaction of a single want requires the use of various commodities. For example, writing need is satisfied only when we have a pen, ink and paper together. Fifth one, substitution. Wants can be substituted, that is, can be satisfied in several ways. For example, if a person is hungry, he or she can eat either rice or fruits to satisfy the hunger. Sixth one, recurring. Some wants recur, that is, they arise again and again. Example, hunger and our want for food. Seventh one, habits. Some wants turn into habits. Example, smoking. Eighth one, wants vary with time, place and person. Wants are dynamic in nature. They vary from time to time, place to place and also from person to person. Thus, these are the characteristics of human wants. Wants can be divided into necessities, comforts and luxuries based on their intensity. Okay, so this is the short answer question number 6 from the first unit. Analyze the characteristics of wants. So 6 important questions are there from unit 1. So with this I have finished all the 6 questions. From next class we will move on to the second unit. Okay, so I hope you find this video useful. If you find this video useful, please like, share and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, if you have any doubts or suggestions, please don't fail to mention them in the comment box. Okay, so until my next class, take care. Bye bye.